Hello kids, I am Priyanka and I'm back again with my new chapter, The Treasure Within Part 2. BR. How did you get it into the field of architecture? HC. In the College of Architecture, nobody who had got above 80 to 85% was allowed to enter. I had only 50%. I wanted to join army. I got my admission letter, but my aunt tore it up. And then I decided I want to join the police force. My mother said, "Don't join the police force, just do your graduation." So I went to Jai Hind College in Bombay. There I was to take either French or German. Though I have studied French for 7 years, I did not know 7 words of French, so I took German. Then my German teacher died. The college told me that I could change my college or take French. Now, you who would give me admission in another college? I had got admission to Jai Hind by influence, so I thought, okay, I'll take French. And I started learning French again. I learned it from my cousin, so she was an architecture wife. Sh- I was going to architect office to learn French. Was it then you decided you wanted to be an architecture? Actually, it all happened quite by chance. In the architecture office, I saw somebody drawing a window details, and the window details was very advanced drawing. I told him that his drawing was wrong, that the window he had drawn would not open. He then had a bet with me. Later, he found that indeed the drawing was wrong. My cousin husband was surprised. He asked me to draw a few specific things, which I immediately did. He asked me to design house and I designed a house. After that he told me to drop everything and join architecture. We went to meet the principal of the college. The principal warned me, "I'll allow you to take part in entrance exam, but if you do not do well, I'll not allow you to join." I got A plus the entrance exam. From that day it was a cakewalk. I had never made a plan, but I knew how something looked like from the top. I had never known what a section was, but I knew it you cut a plane what it would look like. I stood first in the class. First though after that I believe that all this understanding came from what I used to play and do during school. I had a friend called Behram Devecha. He used to have competition between us for designing Ford guns and illumination. Each of us would design something in an effort to be different. In school, when I was in second or third standard, one of my teacher, Mrs. Gupta, saw my sketches and told me, "See, you are useless in every else, but your sketches are good. Now you grow up, you will become an architect." I don't know at that time, but she was right. Later, I became an architect. I went back to meet her and told her, "Why do you think you did not like studies? Why, was it because you felt you could not cope, could not deal with the curriculum?" I was very bad at languages, science and geography. I could deal with maths very bad. I just was not interested. I was studying for the sake of studying. What what they taught me today I could forget after 2 days. I would never bother because there were no application of mine then to begin with. Did you think that what they taught in school was boring, or did you feel that once you understood the concept of what was being taught, you lost in the rest of the lesson? Living in the boring school is difficult. We are just living from day to day. Nowadays, there are so many tests. Back then, whenever we had tests, we used to just copy. The teacher thought that we had done our work. There is a competition, contentions, and giftedness and learning disabilities go hand in hand. Do you think like applies to you? Well, take some students from my class, those who always stood first and second, and today were doing an ordinary job. I have came across a situation in so many different places where people tell me that their class topper was doing an ordinary today. In school, I think living our lives that made my street smarts. I meant more by doing what I did on my than was academic would have taught me. That is because the personalities and the skills were there. You were able to find the expression and manner you would comfortable with, and you will define every rule so that nobody would stop you from doing what you needed to do. I am more interested in one more thing. If you're, for example, while in class, it started raining outside, I would think of flowing water and how it built a dam block it. I could be thinking about the flow of water within the dam and how much of water the dam could be able to hold. That was my interest of the day. And when student lost a button while playing or fighting, they could come running to me. I would cut a button off them from chalk, used a blade. Discipline in the school was very important, and so no student can afford to have button missing. The students would get past dinner with a full neat uniform. After that, it could not want to give a client. I look at the client face, his clothes, the way he talks and pronounce, the people in the way that would be comfortable. I sketch very spontaneously on the paper on the spot. That paper I give to my people in the effort. Did you do it instantly? Call it instant, call it arithmetic, whatever. Now it comes to me like a mathematics, putting design, construction, psychology, sociology together and making a sketch from all other mathematics. Thank you.